What is going on YouTube? But Great Blades here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Brian Brown Yeager M. This one is the V2 non-flipper. Start with a measurement on the overall size. So overall size of this is going to be about 7.5 inches, about a 3¼ inch blade with a 3-inch cutting edge. Measurement on the blade stock thickness. It's going to be about 150 thousandths, right around there. Not super thick or thin. Do a measurement on the weight here. So overall weight is going to be 4.3 ounces. So not super terrible. It is full titanium. So it is going to be a little bit on the heavier side. But again, 4.3 is not that bad. Do a quick size comparison with the 80-20.5 with original goat scales. Link them down below. And the QSP Penguin. So in terms of overall length, it is pretty similar to the, it doesn't look like it, we're at a little bit of an angle here, but it is pretty similar in size, overall size, to the 20.5, but you do get a little bit more cutting edge, just a little bit, at least on the straight here. You do get more belly though, obviously, with the 20.5, and it is bigger in every dimension there compared to the QSP Penguin. Do a quick, I keep saying that, I've noticed, sorry. Let's do a measurement on the carry profile. So compared to the 20.5, it is pretty similar, maybe ever so slightly thinner, so not super bad in terms of the thickness of the knife, and then it is thinner than the QSP Penguin. No surprise there. QSP Penguin is a pretty thin knife, honestly. In terms of thickness, or height, it is going to be a little bit, I can't see, it is going to be a little bit taller than the Penguin, and then it should be a little bit, smaller than the 20.5. So again, not a super difficult knife to carry. Depends what you have in your pockets, I suppose, but it's really not bad. It's pretty compact. So this one is all kind of stone-washed titanium with a satin. Oh, I've been carrying this one, so it's got a little bit of box gunk and tape and such on it. Clean that off just a second here. What was I saying? It is full titanium. M390 on the blade, satin M390. I guess you could call this a cleaver blade or a reverse tanto or a Warncliffe. Doesn't matter to me. Whatever it is very, very slicey. It comes down to a very, very thin edge. It does have flat ground on the swedge here, and then it does come down to a very, very thin, slicey, hollow grind. That thing will slice. This one is the V2, as I said, so this one came out about 2 years ago, almost 3, about 2.5, we'll say. V2, this one was an M390, and this one is a non-flipper. There is also a flipper variant, so if you prefer that, they do have a couple with a flipper. But the thumb hole here is comfortable and will open the knife reliably every time, whether you forward flick, or I prefer the reverse flick, of course. But either way, it is a frame lock. This one, if you see here, does have a Mokutai or Timascus, I'm not sure which one it was, clip on it, just for a little pop of color. It does have a titanium backspacer here that goes, 90% of the knife basically, or at least the handle of the knife. Yeah, this thing is phenomenal, honestly. Probably, seriously, one of my very, very favorite knives ever in my collection. This one I got in a trade as well. If you guys saw my Monterey Bay Knives Turbo video, I believe it was the same person. They do watch my videos. I'm good friends with them, talk to them pretty often still. They'll probably leave a comment down below as well. But I do still have it, in case you ever wondered. I do still have it, and it was definitely well worth whatever I traded with you. I don't even remember, so clearly it can't have been that nice of a knife for me to trade away, and I don't even recall, but I do still have this knife. Ergonomically, very, very comfortable. It is, there is a little bit of some finger grooves here, nothing too crazy, super patterned out, but there is a little bit of suggestion here for your first two fingers, and then just kind of a nice, very slight gradual curve and taper on the end here for the rest of your fingers. This one is, for me, a full 4-finger knife. For you it might not be if you've got truly big hands, but I do not. Quite the opposite, very small little baby hands. But that makes it very comfortable for me. You can choke up, oops, sorry, more pocket gunk. You can choke up a little bit further as well if you would like. I probably would not, just because it's not really meant for that. There is no jimping on the blade, on the top side of the blade here. I do wish they had. He does have a V3 that's out now. It's probably sold out, I think, but he did drop a V3 a little bit ago. I'm not sure if he changed that or not, but I do kind of wish there was some jimping on the top, because it is a little slippery because of that. But I've never had an issue with it slipping out of my hand or anything like that. The rest of the handle locks you in pretty good. It is kind of chamfered and shadow boxed here, so there's some kind of parallel to the flat. It is just a flat scale of titanium. It is not contoured, just the chamfer and the shadow box, which is fine. There were different variants of this, and there are different variants of this still. There's the satin, there's Damasteel, there's DLC, there's ones with carbon fiber inlays in them, titanium. The new V3s, I believe, come in Vanax, so a little bit of an upgrade from M390. Not that M390 is bad, but it's been around a while, and most knives are made of, M390, 20CV, etc. So it's nice to have something a little bit different. These are made in China. I don't immediately recall who the OEM is. Probably Riyadh or someone similar, given just the very nice nature of the knife, would be my guess, but I'll look that up and I'll put it on top here for whoever it may be. Yeah, no, I really do love this knife. Usually I'm not a big fan of knives that only have one deployment method, and especially non-flippers, I tend to lean more towards knives that do have a flipper tab. And when I very first got this knife, I definitely, missed the flipper tab a lot, just because at that time I didn't have any other non-flipper knives. So it was definitely a little bit of an adjustment period, but I mean, this one works so well, honestly, it doesn't really matter. Now, with that being said, if I were to buy another one, which, I mean, having carried this again for a little bit, I kind of might. I think I may buy another one at some point. I probably will get one with the flipper just to have it as an option. And I also kind of want to see how the flipping action is on these. I'm sure great, given how just the thumb hole is tuned, but I do kind of want to try that. Action, phenomenal. This is, I believe, bearings, but it could also be phosphor bronze. I'm going to lean towards bearings, though, given the crazy action on this. I'm going to lean towards bearings, but I'll put it on screen just in case I'm wrong. Yeah, action, very, very fall shut, or wiggle shut. I mean, it is, if you're not careful, it is definitely a finger guillotine. Opening action, very crisp, very nice. Early lockup on this, so that's nice. It does have a insert there, a steel insert. Kind of blends in nicely, which I appreciate, so it's not super distracting, but it does have an insert. Yeah, this thing is crazy. Price. So I don't believe the price for the base version has changed since he came out with the V1 in like 2021, I want to say. At least I don't think so. It's $355, give or take, for the base version of the knife. So very plain Jane. It would come with just a regular titanium clip. This one had again, I don't remember if it's Mokatai or Timascus, but clip added on after the fact. They also make zirconium, and they also have hardware for the pivot collars as well. This one is just the satin, but they do also have zirconium and, again, the Timascus or Mokatai pivot collars as well. I think they even had Zircatai at one point as well, which is also cool. Yeah, the satin is very nice on this. It's just a machine belt satin, but I like the look of it, although the Damasteel variant definitely looks quite nice. Damasteel blade and either like an all blacked out frame, maybe with an inlay. Ooh, man, that would be phenomenal to me anyways. Maybe not. I'm sure you guys, I should say, could guess my inlay material of choice. I don't think I need to say any more than that, but I think that'd be a very killer combo. Black, Damasteel, my inlay that I like. Oh yeah. But yeah, I mean, he does have other knives too. Brian Brown knives. Obviously, he's got the Corvus, which is another crazy knife that I'd love to have one day. He also has the Raptor, which is another cool one. That's actually how I first learned about BBK knives, was the Raptor. I think I was looking on River's Edge Cutlery or Knife Center or Knife Joy maybe, and I had seen that. I was like, what is that? But yeah, I think that's gonna be pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think down below. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, because I'll be posting more content as always. And let me know what you think down below about the Brian Brown Yeager. Was that one that was on your radar? Do you have one? I'm sure the gentleman I traded my knife for this will leave a comment down below. But let me know what you guys think, and I see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.